Indianapolis Colts.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Jamal Agnew on the return.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 3rd season from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Allen's pass. Complete to Denny.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-40.
Now Allen again. And it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
For the field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right.
No good.
And this will remain a scoreless game.
0-0.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
it doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. From just shy of midfield, Rivers, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
Rivers pass.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
First down.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Rivers on the money, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts
working out of the gun. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The touchdown giving them the first-quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 41.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Lions nothing.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? About the 18-yard line, it looks like. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers will find Hines out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, Rivers. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Lions, nothing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Allen. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's second and inches at the 37.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a carry for Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Rivers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
On third down, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Rivers now from the 50. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A gain of 4.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll throw again. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To the air again here, Rivers. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Blankenship out for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers who's up to his old tricks. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Tracy Walker in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Rivers over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Hilton on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, Amendola catching it left side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Allen. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running is Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
T.J. Hockenson. That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. Allen will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Allen again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Makes the score Colts 24, Lions 10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Complete to Zach Pascal. A gain of 4 yards.
First from the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Campbell, incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
A second down throw for Rivers. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. The 30, the 20, touchdown, Indianapolis. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Colts add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. Touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Kenny Galladay. It's a game.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receiver.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
again. It's Taylor
at their 48.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Don't do us like that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This is Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run again with Hines. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 31. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Makes the score Colts 34, Lions 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Galladay, incomplete. It's now
so after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Allen. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Ray Swift. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. It is incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Down by Cole Holcomb. A gain of 1 yard. And
now it's Hines. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Swift, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and...
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Rhodes on the coverage.
Allen going to go on 4th down. This is incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here come the Lions now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Amendola with a catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Allen. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Never cap, out of the draft, watch me ball. Soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a kid, I've been a outline, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. Kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had where you're grinding at, you know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt, Jesus will. Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it 2-3 on the business, whole team got wins and the wheel still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I called it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need